What should youngsters do when they start earning their money?
Savings plus investment where it will continue to grow for the rest of my life.
Is it advisable that without taking a loan, buying a house?
It depends on the individual. So for example,
Is it better to pay off the education loan or invest the money and pay from the interest?
what happens if I pay the loan? What happens if I don't pay the loan?
What is the general interest rate of education loan?
The education loan is 7%.
Where do you think that you would ask the people to invest money?
Index mutual funds, which many people are not aware.
If you are an employee and if you want to retire early, then save.
Every rupee saved is probably 100 rupees when I get to retire.
What is the best way to get into the stock market?
In my opinion, the best option is the third one. Not individual stock, not the mutual funds, but there is something called.
Hi everyone, I am Professor Ravindrababu Ravula. Today I have with me Jagan Sir, and he has written a book called Investing Simplified. So after reading that book, I understood what blunders I have made in my life. This video is going to be a very valuable video for you because no one is going to teach you these things in a college, and no one talks about this. All the knowledge that we are going to share here in this video are from our life lessons. We have learned them hard way. So I will tell you what are the financial blunders I have done in my life right from beginning. So initially when I earned my first 1 crore, I bought a car with 75 lakhs. Next 2 crores, I bought a car. Next 2 crores, I bought a car. Next 2 crores, I bought a car. I bought 4 Mercedes cars. And then I have costliest bikes in India. Harley Davidson bike, road glide I have for 50 lakhs. I'm talking about the first beginning of my career. Immediately when I used to get money, I used to spend on this. And I have Triumph Tiger, these 2 costly bikes. And bike is 50 lakhs. Like that, I might have spent 5 to 6 crores or even more on bikes and cars in the initial phases of my career. And then one of my friends, he was doing this stock trading. He was making some good money. Then he advised me to invest in stocks and he would guide me. Then I invested 5 crores and he suggested me to pick some stocks. I picked them and I lost 3.5 crores. And after that, I became so scared that I pulled off that 1.5 crore. After that, he says that with that 1.5 crore, he would again recover entire 5 crores. But I had no guts. Like after losing 3.5 crores, I don't want to go and again. And the third mistake I made was when you become rich, or even if you are not rich also, there will be many people in your life, maybe relatives or friends, who will ask for money, who will ask you to lend some money. The problem is, if you say no, you will lose the relationship. If you say yes, still you will lose the relationship because they are never going to pay you back. It is better to say no and lose the relationship rather than giving them money and lose the relationship. Here also I have wasted crores of rupees by lending to my close friends, and my close friends have become my enemies. My relatives, I spoiled the relationship. So all these are the blunders that I made in my life. But if I would have read this book, Investing Simplified, 10 years ago, I'm talking about all this happened in my life 10 years back, not now. I have learned all the lessons and they are all costly. And you are getting these lessons for free. If I would have got this book 10 years ago, I would have been more 100 crores richer. Easily, it would have made a difference of 100 crores in my net worth if I would have read this book. Okay. So anyway, I'm giving over the show to Jagan Reddy sir. He will talk about what you should do as an youngster in order to save your money or create wealth over a period of time. So this is a wonderful book. Link of the book is in description. You read this book and I'm giving over to Jagan sir. Hello sir.
Hello, Ravi sir. Thank you. Thank you for being vulnerable and sharing your story. Quickly, just to introduce myself. My name is Jagan. I work for Microsoft as Senior Director. I spent a decade plus in US and last 10 years in India. So I have 20-25 years of experience in IT. Currently working as Senior Director in Microsoft.
That's great, sir. So I have read your book. Okay, I have few questions. What should youngsters do when they start earning their money? What should they, let's start from very basics. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about people who are very rich
Yeah.
or who make crores. I'm talking about people who make thousands of rupees. That's it. What should they do?
Yeah, the first thing when we start out, when we get our first salary, obviously, first couple of months, it's your first salary, you will want to spend, and enjoy some time and, do things you always wanted to do, which is fine for a couple of months. But I think the first thing we need to figure out is, as I'm making this money, let's say the salary is X amount, I need to figure out a way to save some percentage of that money in a safe investment, in savings plus investment where it will continue to grow for rest of my life. So what is that investment is the most difficult task. So first thing is, at least figure out a way to save at least 20% of your savings. Second, what is the best way to invest this money so that it's not extremely safe where we are not even beating the inflation, or it's not extremely risk where you're going to lose the principal. So you need to balance out an
So
investment.
you are saying that no fixed deposits.
Yes, I mean that's the default thing most of the people do.
Because people think that it is safe.
Correct.
They will not lose money.
Correct. It's 100% safe, no doubt about it. But the problem with the fixed deposit is the returns you get on the fixed deposit, then your tax you pay on that every year is going to decrease the value of your money. So let's say if you have 100 rupees today, if you calculate the inflation and if you include the interest and tax, your buying power is probably less than what it is today 5 years from now if you go through fixed deposit route.
Okay. So where do you think that you would ask people to invest money?
So what happened, my experience, right? As soon as I had some money saved, I had my friends who were investing in stock market. The first thing that happened to me was, hey, this is a fantastic stock doing well. I made a lot of money. I have gone through the same route. I started picking on individual stocks. I lost a lot of money along the way. So that's the first thing happens to everybody, almost everybody who saved the money and will start investing. 90% of them will get into either the fixed deposit or the stock market. What is in between is the index mutual funds, which many people are not aware. Index fund is a set of stocks picked by stock market experts, and it is all combined into just a simple fund where without a lot of stock market knowledge, you can keep pumping every month whatever is possible into this index mutual fund. You can do this either through ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank or any bank in India. So that's the best way in my opinion.
So you are saying that people should start saving 20% of their income, right?
At least, at the minimum.
20%
Yes,
of the income.
yes.
So let us say someone is making 50,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he's 20% he's willing to save,
Same. Yep.
which is 10,000.
Yep.
Can you give me some stats about if he keeps investing, let us say 10,000 every month?
Yeah.
And if he keeps doing that for 30-40 years,
Yeah.
how much would that be? Like by the time he retires?
Yeah.
See, I'm talking about individuals who are now in their early 20s or late 20s, and they would be retiring at around 30 years later. So can you give me stats about what happens 30 years later if they invest 10,000 every month now?
Yeah, I think that's a good case example. I will add two more data elements to it. One is, let's assume their salary goes up every year by 10%.
Okay.
Then let's also assume that the stock or the investment multiplies our investment return is 14% every year.
Okay.
That has been the standard return for Sensex in India over last 30 years. So if you make those two assumptions, you start with 10,000, you get 14% return first year. Then the next year, your contribution goes up because of your salary increment in the same share. If you go that path for 30 years, you would have accumulated 9 crores by age 50.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
9 crores by age 50.
Yes.
And, that would be a lot of money to retire.
Absolutely. And we are talking about very basic 50,000 salary, 10,000 per month savings. Yes.
Which means I always believed, I read this book by Naval Ravikant.
Yeah.
What is the name of the book, sir?
I forgot the name, but I know the name. Yeah.
By
Yeah.
Naval Ravikant.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yes.
said that there are 3 ways to make wealth.
Yep.
he didn't talk about investing.
Yeah.
That is what you are talking
Yeah.
about. He said that if you are an individual and if you don't have any money, if you can't become an industrialist,
Yeah.
or if you can't start a big business, and if you want to make wealth, you do three things.
Yeah.
One is write software. Writing software is one of the ways, which means building some software products. Second is write a book. That is
Yeah.
what you are already doing.
Yeah.
Third is make videos.
Yeah.
And when I look at my life, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
So I have made videos to create wealth.
Mhm.
I have written one book only as of now, but I'm
Yeah.
writing more books. They are in the process.
Yeah.
And now I'm in the process of creating software.
Yeah.
So I thought that you would create wealth
Yeah.
by earning a lot.
Yep.
I
Mhm.
never thought that you could earn 50,000 rupees salary
Yeah.
and end up with 8 crores by the end of your life.
Yeah.
By the time you retire.
Yeah.
Let us say now someone is in 25.
Yeah.
By 55, he could be having 9 crores if he invests just 10,000 and increment it as his salary goes up.
Yes.
Right. This is really, so you are saying that a money saved, a penny saved is a penny earned.
Yeah.
So this is really an interesting thing that I want to bring up for my students, that hey, don't worry, even if you are not able to earn lots of money, even if you earn a meager amount,
Yeah.
still there is a chance that you could retire with very, very good amount.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, what Naval Ravikant said was mostly for business people. But the way you kind of are rich by three ways. One is born rich. You're born to a rich dad. Second is by doing an enterprise, which includes publishing a book, YouTube videos, business, all of that comes under entrepreneur thing.
Okay.
Third is an employee, like, how to become rich while working as an employee, right? That's the one thing which
This is
nobody
one
talks
no
about.
one talks about.
It.
That is a unique thing that you have brought.
Exactly.
In your book.
Yeah, this book is really about for busy professionals who can be just a monthly salaried employees. We are not talking about entrepreneurs. I mean, they can do it as well. But
I
this,
started.
yeah,
After reading your book, I started. So I have mom.
Yeah.
And I have two sisters.
Yeah.
And dad, and I. So
Yeah.
we are 5 people family.
Yeah.
So after reading your book, I started doing indexing on all of them.
Nice.
So now everyone in my family read your book.
Yeah.
And everyone is doing indexing.
Wow,
So
that's great.
But we are putting as much as possible. We are saving. We have become very frugal after reading the book.
Yeah.
Because it really hits you hard.
Yeah.
When you see you have tables in the book.
Yeah.
Showing how much returns you will get if you invest how much.
Yeah.
Now if you see those tables, it is like hitting hard with a hammer.
Yeah.
You will definitely take a step. So
Yeah.
I have taken a step. Now all my family members are invested in indexing.
Yeah.
So generally what happens is we don't actually need some money in our life.
Yeah.
We could live with so in my case, whatever amount I earn, maybe 5% of it is sufficient for me to run the family or leave my expenses, and all the remaining 95% is just like that.
Yeah.
I'm putting all of it into indexes
Nice.
right now.
Nice.
And this is and best part is I'm not checking it. Because this is for long term, right?
That's another part, right? I think when you're playing in the stock market, what happens on a daily basis is you buy some stock expecting it to go up by tomorrow. But the way the stock market happens, the short-term swings are very high. It can go up or down in like every day. What happens in the long term is very clean, like you will make money. But short-term, as the swings are happening, you are checking your portfolio every day. And your heart rate and your health is really going up and down. Absolutely.
You trust me when I have picked these stocks. I really got very, very worried.
Yeah.
Very worried. Right. Every day they used to fall.
Yeah.
Then it
Yes.
was like, oh my God, what is happening?
Yeah.
So I have observed one thing, sir. In stock market, it will not go like this.
Yep.
It will go like this. Falls
Absolutely.
will be there.
Yeah.
The next fall will be higher than the previous high.
Yeah.
Are you getting
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. Correct.
So it will go like this.
Correct.
I don't know if it is capturing. It will go like this.
Correct.
It will not go like this.
Yeah.
Right? So over a period of 5 years, if you think about it, you will be in profits.
Yes.
Over a period of 30 years, you will really generate hell a lot of money by using indexes.
Yeah.
And Sir is an example for that. Okay. So, Sir, I have a lot of questions to ask you that mainly my students will have.
Yeah. I just want to make one point on the previous one, right? I think the stock market, somebody said stock market is an instrument which transfers wealth from impatient to patient. So the people who are patient for long term will make money. People who are impatient, where they want to make money today, 90% they end up losing money, which we don't realize.
Got it. Got it. So many students have education loan and they want to pay it back.
Yeah.
Is it better to pay off the education loan or invest the money and pay from the interest, pay the interest of the education loan from the invested money?
Yeah. It depends on the interest rate they are paying on the loan.
What is the general interest rate of education loan?
I don't know. I think it may be very independent, maybe probably in the range of 7 to 8. I have to, if I have to guess,
7 to 8, right?
Around, I think.
So indices are giving us 14%.
14%.
And education loan is 7%.
Correct.
So I think they should never pay back their education loan.
Yes. I mean, it depends on the individual choice. For example, for somebody, carrying that loan is such a headache. It bothers their mental peace.
No.
Let's just play that example, right? For
But then
those kind of...
what is the right way to do? I mean, I know that some people want to pay off.
Right.
They want to be free.
Correct.
They can pay off.
Right.
But your advice would be not to pay it off and keep earning more money from that money and keep paying the interest. Is that what you suggest?
My advice will be to be educated on the total scenario. Like, I want those who are paying off the loan or not paying off the loan, they need to be aware of two scenarios. What happens if I pay the loan? What happens if I don't pay the loan? Aware of the both situations, understand, have the knowledge, and you take a call. On the education loan, if you feel the burden of the loan on your head every day and if it's bothering you, then probably it's better off and pay the loan and live peacefully. And yes, you're going to lose on the earnings or the returns, right? But be aware that the education loan is 7% while long-term stock market returns are 14%. Know those two numbers and then you take the call. What works for you individually?
Okay.
Like, if I have to do it, I'll any day keep. If I have to do it, I'll keep the loan and I'll invest in stock market because I have the conviction, I have the experience, I have the previous experience. Right? That's the reason. That's the way I would do it. What you need to do depends on how you think about it. But I think you need to know the pros and cons of these two approaches and take a informed decision.
Should I buy a car? Or see, nowadays, if you buy a car, driving in the traffic is a headache.
Yeah.
And servicing is a headache.
Yeah.
And going to petrol bunk is a headache. Now you have Uber, Ola at your disposal.
Yeah.
Should we really buy the car or car buying days are over?
For future, maybe, but I think right now, you have a car, I have a car. I mean, people are buying cars, but I think if we think of somebody who is starting out fresh, as soon as they make, let's say, 1 lakh, right? If they are going and really buying a car, I think that's a problem.
Okay.
I don't think you have saved enough to really buy a depreciating asset, which car is. Car is a depreciating asset. You buy for X amount today, it will only go down over the years. I mean, so that's the reason you really want to figure out your savings, figure out your investments, and you reach a stage where you feel like, you saved enough and you have your financial path set. At that point, if you want to feel the luxury, enjoy the luxury, you drive the car, whatever, right? You can buy it. But don't take it as a first step, as soon as you make some money. Really figure out the investment strategy.
So I have two students.
Yeah.
Both of them are wife and husband.
Yeah.
They have worked in the industry for 10 years and they have saved money good enough.
Yeah.
They invested it.
Yeah.
And they are getting returns over the investment.
Yeah.
Then they bought a second-hand BMW car, which looks exactly like the first-hand car.
Yeah.
But they have bought it from the savings from their investment.
Yeah.
So their investment is safe. Their money is safe.
Yeah.
Whatever returns they got, using that they bought the car, and now that is a status symbol.
Yeah.
BMW is a status symbol, right?
Yeah.
Now they want a second car.
Yeah.
Now, because there are two people,
right?
So they are going for a cheaper one again for the second-hand car, but they will not buy a branded one. One branded one is sufficient, is what they say.
Yeah.
One BMW is sufficient. They bought it for 30 lakhs.
Yeah.
That is actually 1.5 crore car.
Nice.
So guys, if you want to buy any expensive car, high-end cars, go for second-hand cars. You will get them dead cheap. And trust me, there will be no difference between a second-hand car and a first-hand car. it will look all the same, right? So don't waste your money on expensive cars. I have learned my lesson. Now, if I want to buy a car, I will buy a second-hand car at a very cheap price. The car which I bought for 2 crores is now worth 30 lakhs. If I have to sell it, I have to sell it at 30 lakhs. And I bought it for 2 crores. Right? So that is one of the lessons. I have one more student, Syed. Let me take his name because he will be watching this video. And he wants to buy a house. Now he is working in the industry for the past 10 years. What he has done is he has invested the money and he got the money. But then he wants to pull out all his investments and he wants to pull out all his savings. And without taking a loan, he wants to buy a house. Is it advisable that without taking a loan, buying a house, is it advisable? Because every penny that his dad earned, that he earned, everything he is willing to put in a car. And even if I say no, he will not listen to me.
You said house, right? Not house.
So he is willing to put everything in the house. And after that, he will not be having any more savings. Again, he has to work from scratch. So what do you say? Should he go for a loan? Should he buy a house? Is it a first my question is, I never bought a house. I never thought that it is a wise investment. So I will never buy a house. So what is your opinion? Should we buy a house?
It depends on the individual. So for example, I mean, there are too many factors to say yes, no to that question. One factor, for example, think of Hyderabad real estate market over the last decade, right? Whoever bought anything in Hyderabad market 10 years back, they are probably like 2-3 times richer than what they were at that time. So it really worked positive for those guys who bought real estate in Hyderabad high-tech city in the last 10 years. But it may not be true for some other location in Mumbai.
So by apartment also you mean real estate?
Apartment also.
Apartment also is
correct.
Real estate.
There are many apartments which are like doubled in last decade. While you are staying there for free, like for example, there are examples where you buy a 1 crore apartment, putting 20 lakhs down, that becomes 2 crores, then it's a lot of money, free stay, there's so many things, right? But that's just an exception, or is it normal? Same time, some other location in Mumbai, I am sure, market stagnated and it didn't go anywhere in last 10 years. So the real estate is very location specific. All these decisions, you have to think about the two scenarios, pros and cons, right? What is the positive, what is negative? Now, taking Syed's example, let's say if he's buying in Hyderabad, let's play it out for an example, right? If he's taking all investments and let's say buying a 1 crore apartment in Hyderabad today, let's play that out.
Yeah, exactly. Right? I think he is putting 2 crores, I guess.
Correct. So the way the current market is, the way the supply in Hyderabad today for number of apartments, and the prices have gone up so crazily in the last decade. Do I think the Hyderabad apartment prices will be doubled over the next 1 decade? Unlikely.
And one more thing, sir. In the apartments, always supply is higher than demand.
Today, yes, in Hyderabad.
So many new apartments keep coming every day. Then there will be very less people who will be interested in buying your apartment, which is a second-hand one. Most of them will go for a newer one at a lower price. Because supply is so much that the prices are not going exponentially high. They are stagnant in Hyderabad. If this is happening in Hyderabad, this will be the same case in every other city in India.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I know examples in Hyderabad apartments, for example, Manikonda and some areas, where apartments have doubled in last 7 years. They did. It's not that they, but at the same time, the trade-off Syed has to evaluate is, let's say he has 2 crores. He has 2 options. One is put the 2 crores, buy an apartment and hope that it goes up. Obviously, there is a emotional angle that he has his own house, living in his own house, all those are there, but I'm just talking about pure finances, right? Second option is keep that money in index, in an investment like index, which will, in 10 years for sure will grow at 10%. Historically, it was 14%. Even if you assume 10%, he's going to double the money for sure in the next 10 years. So which decision, those are the two things he has to think about and take a call. Is my emotional pull is so strong, I really want an apartment, no loan, I'll put it here, then I'll face the consequences. Or, I can compromise on emotional need and I'll keep the finances going and I'll double the money in index. That's the decision he has to take.
Okay.
Lot of times when these decisions are made, people are not aware of these two scenarios, right? They are just blindly going in one direction, thinking that apartments doubled in last decade, hopefully they'll double in the next decade. They'll just go in and commit. That's when you kind of get into difficult situation.
Sir, so what is the best way to get into stock market?
Primarily, most of the people are right now, or majority of the people are into stocks. And very good number of people are switching to mutual funds and monthly SIPs, which is really good. And India as a market is maturing. A lot of people are getting into stock market. In my opinion, the best option is the third one, not individual stocks, not the mutual funds, but there is something called index mutual fund, where instead of one person managing my money as a mutual fund manager, there are a group of experts who already picked index, and the money I invest will directly go into the index mutual fund.
Group of experts know which companies are good?
So S&P 500 as a global company will pick what are the best stocks based on just like the mutual fund manager. Instead of one mutual fund saying these are the good companies to invest in, we have group of experts picking these 30 stocks as Sensex 30, saying these are the best stocks to invest. So you are basically trusting the intelligence of a group of professional versus one individual.
Are these people fiduciaries, or are they government appointed people, or is it a private company doing this?
It is a private company. It's not government appointed. It's S&P 500 is a private global company, which has the S&P 500 index in US and also BSE Sensex in India.
So in HDFC, what are the two mutual fund indices you can suggest?
Yeah, it is called HDFC Sensex Index Fund.
Okay.
And mostly every fund company has an index fund, which they don't advertise broadly because they don't get or make too much money out of it. But whether it is ICICI or HDFC or Axis, everybody has a Sensex Index Fund.
Okay.
Or Nifty 50 Index Fund. Search for that and you will get fund in every
Sensex
company.
30 and Nifty 50.
Nifty 50.
I already done that.
Nice.
I already invested. Yeah. Okay. So if I start not just 10,000, let us say people are nowadays making crazy money in the IT industry. They could even put 1 lakh aside. So how early do you think a person could? What should be the amount that you should look at before you talk about retirement? What should be your number? What do you pick?
Yeah, it's there is a lot of craze about FIRE number, financial independence and retire early. That's a number everybody is debating a lot nowadays. I think the number is obviously different for different people. I mean, that's no brainer, right? I think somebody who has one kind of lifestyle needs one FIRE number and somebody other FIRE number. I think what is generic, which will work for everybody, is if you have a mechanism to generate as much income as your salary using passive mechanism, like it can be a rental, it can be a stock market withdrawal without touching the capital. If you can generate that kind of money, then you can say you have achieved financial independence. Because
so you are saying that your passive income should be your salary,
equal to salary,
but
at least.
I have a different opinion.
Yeah.
So I feel that your passive income should be able to should be sufficient to maintain your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like maintain your expenses.
Yes.
For example, for me, it is just 2 crores.
Yeah.
If I have 2 crores and if I'm getting 14% returns, it is 28 lakhs.
Yeah.
That is sufficient for me.
Correct.
But then, should I stop working or should I continue working?
I think work and finance are separate. I don't think you can stop working. You will continue to work. I'll continue to work even after financial independence, right?
But this life, sir, the life without a boss.
Yeah.
Is the best life, I feel.
Yes, absolutely.
When you don't have to report to anyone.
Yeah.
When you don't have to put an alarm to wake up.
Correct.
That is the best life.
Correct.
If you can wake up at any time,
Yeah.
you can sleep at any time,
Yeah.
and if you can be at any place, anytime,
Yeah.
anywhere,
Yeah.
that is the best life. That is what passive income will give you. I think that is why people should focus on generating passive income. You will start enjoying your life only when your life is in your 100% control. Otherwise, most of your time will get into meetings, deadlines,
Yeah.
be not issues.
Yeah.
So that would be a stressful life. So that is a rat race.
So I talked to some of my friends who run companies and all that, right? The other side of angle is they have to worry about their 100 employee paycheck every month. So that is the tension they go through, right? You know,
But
how do I?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about myself.
No, yeah,
I'm talking about passive income.
correct,
So if your passive income is taking care of your expenses,
right,
then you don't have to worry about 100 employees also, right?
right. That's true for employee, true for entrepreneur. You don't have to worry about anything. Like, no, you don't have. I mean, you do whatever you need to do, but yeah, you don't have to worry about reporting to a boss. You don't have to worry about paying my employee salaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your passive income is
Correct.
So number one target. But sir, this is a very valuable. See, I think out of all the videos I made,
Yeah.
this is the most important video for anyone
Yeah.
to watch. I can tell you the title of this could be the best video of my life. Okay. So everyone should start thinking about how to generate passive income in such a way that would take care of the lifestyle,
Absolutely.
all the expenses.
Yes.
This is never taught in any school or college.
Correct.
No one talks about it.
Yeah.
Right. So generally when two friends meet, they will talk about home loan.
Yeah.
They will talk about education of the children.
Yes.
They will talk about buying a house.
Yeah.
Or buying a car.
Right.
But no one talks about investing.
Correct.
Investing in a mutual fund.
Correct.
So no one knows about it. I
Yes.
think this is a very valuable lesson that everyone has to learn from this video.
I will add one more element to it, right? I think the starting early gives you such an advantage. If you start saving money from 25 years of age, each rupee you save at 25 age multiplies so many times when you get to 50. Like, you know, it's just compounding like crazy. Like making that first 1 crore is very tough. But once you make 1 crore or 1 lakh, whatever your target is, right? But afterwards, after you get to 40, the way the money multiplies, you'll be surprised by yourself. And that's why it's called eighth wonder of the world. Compounding. Yes.
Someone attributed it to Einstein, I guess.
Yeah, somebody said it, but I'm not sure if that is true. But yeah,
Einstein might not have said
yeah,
why
correct.
would he be interested in compounding?
Correct. Yeah.
But anyway, this is really the eighth
Yeah,
wonder, compounding.
absolutely.
So saving, investing, compounding
Yes.
is the way to go.
Absolutely.
If you are not planning to become an entrepreneur,
Yes.
if you are an employee and if you want to retire early, then save.
Yeah.
Every rupee saved is every rupee earned. You don't have to be a genius to do this.
I'll change a bit. Every rupee saved is probably 100 rupees when I get to retire.
Yeah, every rupee saved is 100 rupees when I get to retire.
Exaggerating a bit, but yeah.
Okay, sir. So the link of the book is in the description. Please go through the book. It is a fantastic book. I bought many copies of it. I have given it to all my loved ones. Everyone are reading it. Everyone is investing in indices. So you please read the book. Book is in description. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Ravi sir, for giving this opportunity and talk to your students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Hi. If you want to take my GATE classes, we go to the website ravindrababuravula.in and you are going to see all my GATE classes available there. Okay. So coming to the classes, they are all recorded. Why am I doing recorded? Why am I not doing live classes? Is I have thousands of students registering for my courses every year. But then if I conduct a live class, only 20 or 30 people will be there. 20 or 30, that's it. Maximum is 40 I had. The reason is live classes are little bit wasting your time. See, you cannot watch a live class at 2x speed. You have to watch at the pace at which I teach. Generally, I will be very, very slow while teaching. So if you can go through the live classes, you can watch them at 2x speed and you can complete the syllabus very fast. 400 plus hours content is there for GATE. And if you are going to watch them at normal pace, it will take 400 hours. But if you watch it at 2x speed, it will take just 200 hours, right? So if you want any of my GATE classes, GATE Computer Science or GATE DA, the price is just 10,000 rupees. It is very, very reasonable for the kind of quality we provide. We have test series, we have doubt sessions, we have videos, we have lecture notes for everything. Even you don't have to write any lecture notes. I will provide you lecture notes for every subject. You just have to sit back, watch the videos at 2x speed and revise the notes. Short notes will be provided, long notes will be provided, formulas will be written in the separate notes. Everything will be there provided to you. You don't have to work hard. And coming to, if you are planning to go abroad, we also have study abroad program. You can go through my number. My number is on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is in the website. If you are planning to do masters abroad, that is a very good choice. It is better than doing masters in India. So if you are planning to go abroad, we will help you out right from taking the passport to getting the visa, US visa, right? So we will help you out in the entire process. Okay. So do visit the website, see what is happening there. Even DSA course is there for 5,000 rupees, which is both in Python and C++. Okay. So thank you so much.